Skye, spiritual fairy godmother, bringing you your reading for uh, the last day of May. So it's June 1st already tomorrow, and thank God Mercury in retrograde is ending this week. Please hit like and subscribe for a chance to win a free reading, hypnosis, whatever I do. Also visit enchantedskye.com. You can book a reading. I have openings today. Yesterday I offered half off. So if you didn't take advantage of that, well, I had a lot of people that did. So hi to everybody. And please, by the way, watch Metaphysical Meanderings. That's my podcast. Also visit enchantedskye.com and book a reading there. And Astrology Gumbo is my new website where you can find your natal chart. So, okay. So today you have a woman of power. That also can be a Gemini, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, but it's a woman of power usually. It could be a doctor. I know I'm going to the doctor today, so I kind of find it interesting. And people always ask me why these work. And I always tell them because what you end up becoming part of my chart. I become your chart with me and you with it. We're part of a soul family. So good morning, everybody. Hi, Anna, Laura, and Julie. Now, this person, it's from your past somehow, some way. So something's coming back from your past. And there's a lot of work to do. There's a lot of mock battles and paranoiances, but you are going to get help. There is help on the way. That's why I called it Help is on the Way. And it's going to be a very, very good thing because it's going to be the start of a new relationship in some way. Maybe you're really going to love that woman of power. And maybe, all they know is that this is the start of something emotional. And it's a good thing. It's a very positive card. Now, you've been of late kind of feeling down, crying over spilt milk. Don't do that. You don't need to, because what's going to be brought to you is something you're going to love. Now, this was an interesting thing good morning, that I got for this card. Because what happens is that this card here is I pulled it two different times. And I said, well, I've got to pull it. I hate the Tower card, but at the same time, it's not always bad. And I don't think it necessarily is this time. 2 days ago, I pulled the card and I pulled it along with it. And if you remember, it was 2 days ago, I pulled a Tower card and I pulled a King of Wands. And within a couple hours, I found out what my Tower card was. One of my followers who's got a lot of male energy, it was her card, and she's a Leo. And she's making me a bracelet just because. And I was like, I was in shock because, no offense, nowadays where nobody expects anybody to be nice to anybody anymore. You know what I'm saying? I was like so shocked that was such a generous thing for her to do, that I told her, I'm like, oh my goodness, that's surprising. That was my shock. So remember that this card isn't necessarily a dramatic, life-changing event. It's just something that's kind of shocking to you or surprising or something that brings about swift change. Now, I'm hoping that I'm going in for some medicine today, seeing my doctor, and I'm hoping that this is what is going to happen, is it brings about swift change. So, because you guys know, I do have I have Hashimoto's, so hypothyroidism, and maybe she's going to give me some medicine that'll actually work for a change. So with that said, there you go. So anyway, that's your read for the day, and glad to see everybody. I'm trying to go a little later every day. You notice that? I was up at 5 o'clock this morning. Had a great time up at my trailer. Very, very relaxing. I got what I needed mentally. I'm back to my usual self. Sometimes I need downtime. And I'm going to start from now on when I am not. Sometimes I pick the phone up for you guys if I see it's you. So if you're on my list, I'll pick it up. Not a big deal. Well, I picked it up for somebody. Kind of thought it might know who it was. And she goes, I need a reading right now. It was on a Sunday at 4 o'clock. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, how much? And I said, well, it's full price. And she's like, well, I can't afford that. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry, but it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And she hung up on me. So no offense, I blocked her. And no offense to any of you guys, if I see it's you and you have a quick something, you just want to talk to me. Like I got somebody talking to me Saturday night. Well, I know her really well. If I talked maybe 5 minutes with her, it wasn't a big deal. I don't mind that. But when you kind of try to bully me, to do things, it ain't happening. I'm sorry, but you guys know I have to put my boundaries up, and I want to help everybody, but at the same point, you got to meet me a little ways, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I try to help as much as I can. You guys know that. I will bend over backwards. If I know if somebody's in if somebody's in a really bad situation, I will usually stop for a second, say to somebody, just a minute. I have to talk to somebody or I have to text somebody. I'll be right back. And I literally do that for people. So I am available. And that's not the point, but you're deciding what you're going to pay, what you know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, that's not okay. And she hung up on me, and that's fine. She literally slammed the phone down. Well, she's not a follower anymore, and I really don't care. I got approaching 30,000 followers on my TikTok. So I don't know if people think why would you not said to me, is there any way you can do it any cheaper? That's all you had to say to me. I probably would have said, sure, I can. She didn't know I was offering half off the next day. I knew I was. See what I'm saying? And I'm like, or do you have a coupon? Is there any way you can help me? That's a different matter. But to get snotty with me and hang a phone up. Yeah. Like you guys know that. You get more flies with sugar than you do with vinegar, right? Or do with honey than you do with vinegar. So yeah, I don't know. I heard my husband heard the conversation. He's like, no more. He took my phone away from me and turned it off. He's like, yeah, I'm back. No, I'm back to my normal self. I needed rest. You guys don't realize how much I do. I'm doing a lot of readings. I'm still writing a book. Right today I have to, before it rains, get out there and cover my greenhouse. I know that sounds strange, but I have a greenhouse cover. The wind is so bad here. I live on the top of a hill, and I have lost more, the windmills. I've lost my windmill. I've lost a couple of things you stick in the ground. They bent right over from the wind. The wind is blowing at about 50 miles an hour on the top of this hill all the time. And so the cover to my greenhouse is all frayed. So I've got to get a new cover to keep, otherwise it's 100 degrees in there. So I have to keep it a little bit cooler. So that's what I'm doing today. So you guys always know what I'm doing. So yeah, between that and I have to get out and weed. So that's kind of what I'm after. I haven't even gotten to paint. I keep saying I'm going to go draw and paint again, but I haven't. I'm a little burned out of that, 31 years of teaching. And what did I do all day was draw. So I'll get back to it. I already got a plan. I've got somebody who commissioned something for me. My daughter wants something. So I give stuff away to them, but it's good advertising because I picked up 3 or 4 people that wanted me to do things for them after I do one of my specialties is pastel and chalks and chalk pastel. And so I have a way of doing it in a way that it doesn't come off the paper. And people are like, how did you do that? I said, it's a technique. You use a little sandpaper. And then all you do is spray it, and it adheres right to the paper. But anyway, remember, I know all that. And I'm cleaning out my garage. I'm doing all kinds of stuff. But I feel much better. 3 days away was very good for me. And we go away now every other weekend pretty much. This week is we're doing fencing. I have about 400 feet of fencing I have to do over the weekend. And yes, we hand do it ourselves. So otherwise I can't let my horses out. And I want to let my horses out. So you went for you got your whooping cough today. Okay. I had whooping cough as a child. So, Ida, when I was real little, I mean, I must have scared my mother to death, but she said I was always so healthy, and I am very healthy. My only thing is my thyroid. I know that's what this is. It runs in my family, and I think that's why I can't lose weight. I have every symptom. If you notice, I'm losing my eyebrows. Look at that. That's a symptom. Did you know that? So your eyebrows thin over time. And so I'm like, I see what they give me medicine. Let's see what they say. So, and all I know is I got a tower card. So something's going to rapidly change for the better, I'm hoping. So here, let me get my camera. There we go. There. I want my camera up right there. So anyway, anybody have any questions, you can ask me. It's great to see everybody on a Tuesday. I always think it's a Monday, but it's not. MJ, you like pen and ink? I do pen and ink. I do pen and ink. My children's books that I've written, by the way, I've written 2 children's books. I don't know if you guys know that. One's called Just Shades of Brown. Anyway, I've sold, I don't know, maybe 500 to 1,000 copies. I haven't sold a whole lot, but, and I did it in colored pencil. That's my other specialty, Prisma color. it with washes. So it's a watercolor multimedia kind of thing. So yeah. All right. Did your daughter get? Oh yes, she did. Oh, I am an empty Ida. I am an empty nester. Yes. My middle daughter bought her house and she's moved in now, and so this is so bad. Anything I don't really want around the house, she's getting. Like I have a table and chair set that's an extra outdoor set, and I'm cutting down everything, so she's inheriting stuff. So I'm like, I want to simplify my house. I want to simplify everything. So yeah, she's inheriting stuff, and she does need a set. So I called her up. I'm like, well, I'll bring them over to you. So she's like, oh, okay, that's good. I'm like, good. I can get rid of them. I have 3 sets because I have 3 decks, and I never sit on the one deck. So I'm going to get rid of the one. And it's just a four table one. I got it also at a rummage sale or something. It wasn't a real big, important one. And my youngest was in my apartment, has moved out also. So she's in her own apartment now. So good for them. Because I'm at a point, it's quiet. They did come. They were nice enough though while we were gone to make sure my horses and stuff were fed. They came. They drove over. I have to go give them some gas money because it's kind of far away from them. They're about 12 miles away one way. So I'll have to hand them some gas money. But so make sure my horses were fed. When I open my gate and let the horses in the back pasture, I don't have to feed them all year. I don't have to feed them and start feeding them hay until October. But they can't get out there because the fence is down. They wrecked the fence. Horses are 1,200 pounds and they're very good at wrecking fences. So 400 feet. It's going to take us probably most of the one day and into the other. And all we have to do is we're going to put in a real heavy gauge fence. My husband and I are doing it, and we're going to have to rent something to pull it all and to get it back up. But then once it's up, I don't ever have to worry about it too much anymore. So, and when my horses are finally gone, they're gone. And they're all older now. So 22, 18, 15, and 14. That's how old my horses are. And they live to be 30. So, between their 25 to 30. So I kind of think that they're still rideable. We're going to go riding this weekend. So yeah. So anyway, let's see. You got your interview. Well, you'll get another interview, Emmy. You're going to get another one. It has to do with that. Karen, your meeting today. What meeting? Do you have Okay, I don't know if it's in work, but this is what they show me. Okay. Whatever you do, smile and nod. They're telling me to just agree. Like, make sure they understand you're listening. That's my advice. Now remember that I've taught for 31 years and I have pretty good people skills because I probably had 1,000 people a week I saw. Always acknowledge that you heard what they said. So if they're angry, I'll say, oh, I understand you're angry. You're angry, right? And then and reiterate back to them, because that's a very calming mechanism, because most people are upset when they're not being heard. So that, if you remember that gets you through a lot. So, okay. I'm hoping for a medication change for your MS. Worried it will cost too much high though. I'm a Leo sun, a Pisces. I'm a Pisces moon too. I think it's okay. I feel like you're going to get the help you need. Yeah, it's okay, Julie. You don't have to worry about the cost. I don't know why. So, you have an unreasonable boss. Okay, so reiterate whatever he says, say back to him. So if he's like, blah, 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 okay, I understand that you just said this, and this, correct? And I don't know what it is, but it's a very good de-escalation mechanism. It really works. Try it. Next time somebody's upset and they're just going off, you say, okay, now let me get this right. Now you're upset because, and it just calms people right down. Try it. Remember, I've worked with mostly middle school, 12, 13, 14-year-olds, but I also work with a lot of parents and adults. So there's just certain things that I've learned, but yeah. But yeah, I'm feeling really, I needed rest. Every once in a while, I need to just, and I know I just got back from Taos and I left again, but I needed it. So I'm traveling. It's, semi-retired. So yeah. So anyway, if anybody was interested in a reading, I don't think I have any, actually, I don't think I have anything scheduled, which is really rare, very rare. I'm usually booked. So, you guys want to book something, go ahead. Otherwise I probably will get on my social media, my online company that I read for. I'm not going to advertise for them because they take 60%. I don't like it. So, okay. When my fiance will sign the prenuptial agreement and we will get married, will it be this year, summer, fall, or winter? I want to say it's early next year. Okay. All right. Yeah, I know. I get it, MJ. Ashley, are you wasting your time with online dating? I feel like you might find somebody. But I be really, really, really selective. Okay. Be really selective. Don't just take anybody. Make sure you really, really check it out first. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I started coming online later. You guys notice I'm not coming on it any. I don't need to. I'm coming. I'm getting up. I did get, like I said, I got up about 5:30 this morning, 6 o'clock. I couldn't sleep anymore. I got a lot of sleep over the weekend, so it was good. I think a lot of this is there's a lot of stuff to be done to this the house I own, my farm, and it gets overwhelming. Honestly, there's so much to do, and I can't keep up, and it's just we bought this house as an investment property because it was a dump when we bought it. It had been empty for 2 years. It had mice it was bad. It was really bad. And the house it's a nice looking ranch and everything, but it had been empty. They had put the addition on and they didn't know what they were doing. You have no idea what we've had to correct. All the wiring was backwards to the barn. They didn't know what they're doing. You should never building a complete addition as big as the house and then not know what you're doing. We had to, yeah. So it's been, I mean, granted, we're doing well, if we were to sell this now, because it's all pretty close to code, but now it's just little stuff. We're going to remodel the kitchen. We're going to remodel our garages. The barn's in good shape now. We've got, after we pulled everything out of that and put in stalls and, anyway. Let me see one more question. Good question. Scroll up just, I have a question. Why I heard the word belladonna. It was more than clairvoyant. Well, belladonna, belladonna treats anxiety. Belladonna is a drug. It's a medicine. And it's you have to be very careful with it because it can be bad for you too if you take too much. But it can treat all kinds of different things, Lily. So that might be why they said the word belladonna to you, because it is. It's a drug. It can be very, very. What was I taking it for? I took it at one point for something. Wasn't anxiety? Was it for anxiety? No, I can't remember what it was. Look it up, belladonna. Look it up. I can't remember offhand, but it's a medicine, and it's a natural medicine. So okay, Zoe, were you gonna get a new job? Yeah, but you have to get out there and apply. Make your plans and stick to it where you want to be, and you'll get something by August. Okay. All right. Let me see what else we got. No problem. I'm telling you, she's got her degree in it. Belladonna is a huge medicine. So I got it actually growing wild. Okay, so it also is invasive, the plant, and it grows all over in my back pasture. And if you eat it in large quantities, well, of course you can get sick from it. My horses, I have to go out once a year. I don't spray. Everything's all natural here, and I have to pull everything. And I probably pulled 2,000 to 4,000 plants out of the ground. I'm not kidding you. And then I'm putting in all natural weed killer. Did you guys know that corn gluten? It's basically cornmeal. Will kill weeds. It kills weeds and makes your grass grow. And so, and it does work, but it takes a year. It won't do it right away, but the weeds will not come back and the grass grows in real thick. It's thick and beautiful. And that's what I use. So I put that way it's all natural. So none of my animals get sick, but, including me, because I've got chickens. I don't want them pecking at you know what I'm saying? The weed and feed, So, anyway, good job. Oh, wait. Yeah, you will be. Emmy, yeah, you will. Should I accept the fixed term contract with the new job offer? Be careful and read the fine print. Yes, but be careful and read the fine print. I don't know where I get that from. They're telling me that. Okay. Okay. If Princess, I know you're always looking for that financial stuff. I said your finances would get somewhat better coming up here. Was it August or September? There'd be some increase. It wouldn't be a whole lot, but there'll be some. I don't know if it's your husband. I'm not sure. I just know that something's going to maybe I'll just get a smaller, it won't be real big, but it'll be some help. So, okay. MJ, you can call today. I will take you. When I see it's you, I will know it's you and I will pick the phone up. You're okay. Okay, I want you to imagine that you have everything you need. You change that thought process and then the money does flow. Just a thought. Okay, so, all right. Yeah, there. I don't know if that's helpful, but I noticed that I do that. Like I'm right now, we took a huge hit. I'm gonna be honest with you, because my daughter was paying me rent, and so we don't have any rent anymore. So told my husband, I'm like, well, I'm just gonna have to get adjusted to not making an extra couple grand a month. Yeah. So between that and I'm not tutoring, so between that, yeah, so they weren't paying that much for rent really. It wasn't that I was barely making them pay anything, but you do miss that little bit though, a couple $100, But anyway, yeah. So, and it's supposed to rain again. We can't get a sunny day here. I'm getting really tired. And that's another thing that I am doing. I am cleaning out, trying to figure out if I want to be here anymore. Thinking of going south. I'm not sure. I'm just done. I can't handle the lack of sunshine. It's always gray it's not normal. It's something to do with global warming or something, because it's never been like this before. And, it's ridiculous. I'm getting tired, but yeah. And the wind it's very, very, very windy here. I have to remember that the wind comes off the plains. It's coming off of South Dakota, off of the mountains. And so it's so windy here. You have, they call the Chicago the Windy City, and it's definitely a reason for that. So yeah. Anyway, what other questions? I got questions for you guys. I know I need sun. I just can't. Yeah. Yeah. I should do a show about affirmations. You're right, Anna. I should. Well, Dan and I work on the book you're writing. Yeah. I told you to get writing on your book, Brandon. I told you that you need to get it done. Okay. I got to get mine done too. I get sidetracked. There's so much to do around here. And like I said, I'm cutting stuff down. You should see what I'm doing to my garage. My husband's a hoarder and he won't get rid of anything. And I'm the one constantly putting stuff on Facebook, we have a 65 Mustang convertible that I'm going to fix it up. It's sat there and rotting in my garage now for 25 years. And I don't want to get rid of it. Why? It's not even running. I got somebody calling for an appointment. It's okay though. They'll have to wait. Yeah. So, and I also have a motorcycle, an 84 Honda motorcycle that he won't get rid of. And I'm like, you know what? It was running, but I bet it needs a master cylinder now because it's been sitting for so long. So I'm like, I'm just getting rid of it. I'm selling stuff left and right. I have a free microwave. I got all kinds of stuff. I'm just getting rid of it. I want it out of the garage so that I can redo my garage top to bottom. We're going to re-drywall everything, redo it all. It's one of the last things to do. That I have to pave my driveway and do my kitchen. And the whole house is top to bottom. We have spent, well, I'm pretty good in not that as much as you'd think redoing a large house. I think probably about 70 grand. So in the house, we have 6 bedrooms. You guys didn't know that. See, the house is too big. So that's why we're thinking of cutting, downsizing. I'd like a smaller house with the same acreage. So I'd like 5 acres with a smaller house that I don't need. 3 bedrooms is fine. I don't need no 6 bedroom house. So yeah. And thought about my kids want it, but I'm like, I think I might, it's worth a lot of money now. It's 3 times what I paid. So it's awesome. $50. Oh, good. Oh, Teresa, you did win. So I told you, ha ha, Teresa, go play the lotto. Remember? Yep, you're right. I have lost a necklace after Christmas and before the New Year. I don't know exactly where it is. Where is it now? It's between cushions. So start looking for cushions, Ida, between cushions. I see material and fabric. So I'm thinking it might be a bed or something, but I feel like it's between something. So, okay. All right. You guys, I am going to let you go because you know what? I have a lot to do today. So if you're going to call me, I'll probably pick the phone up. I have odds and ends to do. I'm going to be out in my garden, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, but I probably will be picking it up, and I probably will be online on my website, that I go on. I don't advertise. I refuse to advertise for them. I won't do it anymore. So blessings to all you guys. Take care and keep connected to me. All right.